Yes, I've got a semi-order for that comment.
No way! Yo, my people, it's your boy EB, and welcome to another episode of The Kid. So today we got, not a kid, but we got one of the goats of Cape Town TikTok, Uncle Cedric, bro. How are you?
Thank you very much. Thanks for that, my guy.
You like that?
I appreciate it. Yes, I've got a semi-order for that comment.
No way!
It's halfway.
No ways, bro. What do I got to do to get the full order?
No, let's keep going.
Okay.
We don't know. We
For
don't
sure.
know. I'm definitely aroused.
Okay. First and foremost, tell the people about yourself, bro. So how did your social media journey start? Who are you? What do you do? What do you regard yourself as a personality, a content creator? Like, tell us about yourself.
Sure, that's a lot of things to cover, but it's quite easy. So, beginning of lockdown, I was working from home. I'm in logistics. That's my day job. I move things around for a living. Mm-hmm. And my lighties used to be on TikTok, and they used to show me videos, and they asked me, so what's the elements of a viral video?
Uh-huh.
I said, okay, let me open up an account and let me make a video for you that I think is going to be viral.
Okay.
My first video got 380,000 views.
First video?
First video. That video is subsequently gone now because I lost my main account.
Yeah, so you lost the account.
But that video did very, very well. Almost 400K out the gate. And from there, the rest is history. I kind of just started creating.
So what's that video about?
It's actually the dragon fruit video. I don't know if people remember. I bought the dragon fruit, I cut it up, I ate the dragon fruit, and I said, tastes like cock.
I see.
So the essence of comedy is almost drawing the difference between what is expected and what actually happens. It's the definition of irony.
Oh,
so if you can understand irony, you can understand comedy. Mm-hmm. So you tell me something like, hey, this is the goat, and I go, shit, I got a bit of a order now. That unexpectedness is what makes it funny.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm learning a lot about comedy today.
Ow!
I didn't even know that that's what comedy is.
That's what makes you so good, to be honest.
You think so?
Yes, because people look at you, people have what they call a confirmation bias, mm-hmm. right? Which means that in their head, they already sized you up.
Yeah.
And you give them the opposite of what they expect, and that's funny.
Elite. Like people look at me and they be like, oh, it's a black guy from Congo, but then he comes with a
I didn't know you were from Congo, but you get what I'm saying.
Where do you think I was from?
Belleville. You see what I mean?
Yeah. That was unexpected.
Yes,
I wasn't expecting that.
And to some people like you, that comes naturally.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between people, and sometimes you get people that their content feels forced.
Yeah.
And
you can
because
see
it's forced, your brain is going, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get people to naturally be surprised by your answers, you're 50% there. But
Okay, perfect.
I digress.
Uh-huh.
I'm a father of 3.
Yes.
I've been married for about 10 years now.
Only 10? How old are you now?
Only 10. No, I'm 42.
42. Oh, you're quite young. You're not that old.
Relatively young. My niece will say a different story. But I am relatively young. I got married relatively late. I used to fuck around a lot.
So what do you think made you want to commit to your wife? What's so special about your wife?
She's the only one that broke up with me. There she's sitting. She's the only one that told me go. And I don't know if you noticed, if you notice how some dogs are.
Yeah.
When you run, they chase you. I don't even notice, especially in the Kasi, especially in the wood. They will say, don't run, that dog is going to chase you. I was exactly like that. So she told me, go. I can't put up with your shit anymore. You want to have those bitches, go take that bitches. Mm-hmm. I think that was the Sunday. The next Sunday we were married.
Joe, quick.
Because I said, fuck, I can't lose you.
Yeah.
And I need to commit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what a lot of guys do is they lie to themselves and they think that the ego needs a lot of women.
Yeah.
Your ego will tell you that the attention of a lot of women is the confirmation of your manlyhood. And I found with my personal growth that you only need to satisfy and make one woman happy. That is your confirmation as a man.
That's elite. Bro, dropping some gems. After this, I need to get married to my girlfriend over there.
Listen, if she's the one, fucking tie the knot.
But I'm like 22 though.
It doesn't matter. I can tell you now, if I started on my journey at 22, my journey of maturity,
yes,
I would have been a multimillionaire today, because marrying the right woman in itself is a blessing. You attract blessings. I was telling my kids, a problem with our parents is that for some reason they were averse to money. Making money for our parents was difficult.
Yeah.
Making money for me is not difficult, and I'm saying that with all the humility in the world. You marry the right woman, you get her next to you. You start attracting goodwill, you start attracting good luck, what people call good luck, what people call blessing. That stuff comes easy. And that all comes with partnering with the right woman. And that is why the big lie out here in society is get yourself as many women as possible.
Yeah.
It keeps you weak, man.
Yeah.
Keeps you weak.
And obviously just indulging in different like souls and stuff.
100%.
It messes up your
Do you think drugs is bad? Try marrying the wrong woman.
Yeah.
Or try being with more than one woman. You will fuck yourself up so quick.
Okay. Interesting. But since you say that you were a Casanova back in the day.
Oh my God.
Is that the right word?
Jesus Christ. Let's say Naya. I was a Naya. Because you know what? You know what? People tend to box things in a different light.
Yeah.
And then make it sound, your heart wasn't broken, sy was geraspe.
They make it sound cooler.
They make it sound, oh fuck that. I was bad.
You're bad, yeah.
I was bad.
Okay, so were you cool as a kid on school?
I think I was cool. I don't think I ever had a problem with socializing. I never had a problem with who I was, and that is why it's difficult to bully somebody like me.
Yeah, because you know who you are.
You can't fuck around. Can't fuck around. If you as a person know who you are, and you believe it.
Yes.
Because sometimes all you need is for you to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
So people didn't call you a content creator out the block. You created content and you started owning that title, right? And once you started believing, then it doesn't matter what people really think about you. You know you were a content creator, right? And once you can have that, and I think I've always had a level of understanding of who I am. And that resonates out, it doesn't resonate in. So yeah, it's not difficult. I think I was a cool kid. I was never a bully. I know what it means to be bullied.
Yeah.
I lie, I was a bully. I was a fucking bully.
What did you do?
Oh my God. I used to play psychological games with people. I wasn't very big in high school.
Were you slim?
I was clever.
Six-pack?
Nah, no. No, I did do Western Province swimming though in 1990.
I can't swim though. I can't swim.
You are perpetuating a stereotype that black people can't swim.
But listen. My girlfriend was trying to teach me how to swim, no? And it's like the part when you start floating, guys. It feels like you're flying.
Yes, of course.
Like you're not in control anymore.
Oh.
It just feels like, yo, now I'm like.
Then you shouldn't be swimming in a river.
Yeah, because I don't know what. It's good until I can feel myself actually swimming. Because when I feel myself actually swimming, it feels like
you're floating.
Like I'm floating. When I feel like I'm floating, I feel like I'm not in control.
It's
and the
buoyancy.
water's controlling me.
Yeah, it's called buoyancy. But now that's where your arms and your legs come into play. That's a good. I think that's a good example for life, right?
Yeah.
We're all swimming in this fucking ocean called life.
Yeah.
And you can choose to let life fuck you around with a current. You can use your arms and legs and take control.
Facts. That's a deeper one. But back to high school, though. Back to high school. Why were you a bully? What did you used to do?
Growing up in the 80s and 90s, I don't think that we were actively bullying people with a mindset of bullying people, right? We grew up in houses where our parents were bullying us. We didn't realize it.
In which way?
Fuck, how old are you now?
I'm 22. I was born in 2000.
Have you ever gotten a compliment from your mother? Straight compliment. Your mom said, hey, my boy. Oh, your dad. Let's not use your mom. Let's say you got a compliment from your dad. You say, well done.
No.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah, he's bullying me.
Fucking bullied us.
Yeah.
So we were just perpetuating the behaviors that we saw in our homes, in our communities. And how did we do it? We do it by breaking down other people's self-esteem. Right? And even in our friend circles in high school, we didn't build each other up. It was a one insult to the other insult, and the one guy that get upset first, he's the one that lose. So what do? You don't get upset.
Yeah, because obviously you don't want to lose.
You come with a better comeback. So bullying is something that I'm very, very comfortable with. I decided to not be a bully.
That also helps you in your social media journey because now everyone comes against you.
100%. Or they try to come against you, right? But yeah, so I'm a father of 3. I've been married for 10 years. I'm in logistics. I'm busy studying BCom, supply chain management. I've completed at Mancosa. I've completed my second semester starting now in Feb. And then it's most now the social media.
Yeah.
So I think that makes up who I am.
So does the social media make you more money than your logistics jobs, or does the logistics jobs always come out on top?
So I'm a business development manager where I am right now.
Yes.
Right? And I let me put it like this. I clear less than 50, more than 30.
At work?
At work.
Yes.
And my social media is matching that now.
Ooh, I'm trying to be like you. So
with all humbleness, and I think that is something that we need to push hard as an agenda, is to be proud of your achievements without sounding cocky.
Yeah.
So with that statement, there's going to be people watching this clip now and say, this guy's bragging. But did I mention your name? Did I say that you are shit because I'm earning more than you? I'm earning less than a lot of people. And I don't feel intimidated by their salary at all. So somebody drives an M3 past me, I don't go, fuck you, why do you have to rub your M4 in my face? Because I'm not weak like that, right? Yeah. And that's a challenge to people out there. If you feel that this guy is rubbing his podcast in your face, then this podcast is not for you.
Perfect. And do you feel like, what's the most money you made on one deal? Social media deal?
One deal, $250,000.
$250,000 on social media?
$250,000 on social media, yeah.
Whoa! I need to start going to the same companies you're going to.
So it wasn't in one go. It was paid in one go, but it was for over a year. It's a year contract. I think the secret to how I negotiate contracts is to negotiate less over a longer period.
Over a long period of time for sustainability.
So I will say, a lot of social media creators will want that 10, 15 grand for one video. I will tell you, you know what, I'll give you 5 videos for a month. You give me 8 grand, but you sign a 4-month contract.
Oh, that's what I learned as well.
100%. So because creating the content costs nothing to me.
Yeah.
Effectively. So whether I make you 1 video or 4 videos, I know what my worth is. But I would much rather have somebody come back to me and say, I got good traction on last month. Can we extend another month?
Another month.
Aye, let's extend another 2 months. Show me trust. But I think that comes from me being this age, but also me having to have worked in the formal sector, and also knowing what's going on out there, man.
Yeah.
People are walking around with big egos. People are walking around with an idea, and that is all good and well. But you can't chase away your customer. And you also don't want people to work with you 1 month and never again.
And never again. You want to create build a relationship.
100%. I've got clients that pays me relatively little, but they pay me every month, and it's been 2 years already. So that's cool. Shout out to Economic Motorspace. Boom!
Yo, but they pay you a little and you're saying it on camera.
Yeah, and it's fine. I negotiated that.
Okay.
I accepted that. So when I did say relatively little, so compared to what I'll get from somebody that does a once-off, it is relatively little. However, it's every month. It's predictable and it's sustainable.
I feel like that's something that people starting social media or people that want to make a living on social media need to understand, because I'm learning it as well, because I feel like social media is more about securing the next month.
100%.
So then you secure the next month and the next month and the next month, because I feel like the biggest problem we face as creators, especially the creators coming up, is you don't know when the next bag is coming.
Of course.
So if you secure the next 4 months,
that's what I'm talking about. Also, there has been a shift in how companies see marketing. Marketing seems to have been a very far-fetched, out of reach for a lot of companies. Oh, it's an 80,000 thing. Sorry, and you're telling companies that you can give me 5 grand a month. And I can make you from that 5 grand probably 15 grand worth of business every month.
Every month.
Right? But what you're also saying is that... what did I want to say now? I can't remember.
He lost his train of thought.
I lost my train of thought. But the point this is what I wanted to say. The point I was trying to make was I will much rather secure 10 customers each paying me 5,000 Rand. Because if 3 of those customers fall off, I'm still walking away with 35,000.
Yeah, you got the
then
other
trying
ones.
to secure that one customer at 50,000.
Because if he walks away,
he walks away with a whole bag.
yeah,
And that is what a lot of people, I think a lot of creators are getting wrong. So I found that certain creators have seen customers that I've worked with and phoned them on the back end and said, we see you working with Cedric, would you rather want to work with us? While my contract with them is still active.
Yeah.
Not knowing that that customer is calling me to say, hey, this one and that one, I'm not going to name names. I might name names. No, I won't name names. Yo, you see how quickly my wife looked at me? That's my campus. People would have been deaded in this industry.
Manager.
Already, if it wasn't for her. She's telling me,
don't do it.
Anyway, I won't name names. But the point is that is how it is.
So do you ever find that, let's be honest with each other, you're a very controversial figure to some people.
I am indeed.
So do you ever find that sort of like slows down your business side of
you know
content
what?
creation?
You know what? I had a very public spat with another creator.
Yes, and we're gonna get to that.
Last year.
Uh-huh.
And I did lose 3 contracts in the process. Right? I still feel justified. I still feel that things happen for a reason.
Yes.
And I wouldn't change it for the world because I stood up for myself. Right? However, I had to sacrifice 3 contracts because of that. So, and then I had to go on a campaign where I had to build up my image again.
Yeah.
And I think that is part of social media, right? It's ebbs and flows, it's trends. And once you accept that, now I've secured now brand new customers based on the
New image
that I'm putting out there. And it is what it is. But yes, being relatively controversial where people feel that they can throw rocks at the throne,
yeah,
exposes you to things like that. Because you're always caught up between the one thing where ignore them and they might go away, or stand up for yourself and become the thing that you're trying to protect yourself from. And in the process, you get cut.
Yeah, you lose a lot of money.
You lose a lot of money. One thing with firing a firearm is that you end up having gunshot residue on your hands. And
So,
that happens.
that beef, let's not be shy. I'm sure everyone knows.
Yes.
Gentle brother.
100%. We've actually made up in this week. Funny enough, he actually joined one of my lives. What day was that? V? What day was that? Wednesday. I was in a live in the morning. So I go on my live in the morning between, let's say, 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock on TikTok, right?
In the morning, yeah.
That is when I make my TikTok income.
Yeah.
So one thing that's also that you need to do in trying to make an income from social media is consistency, right? So I make my TikTok income in the morning between, let's say 6:30 and 9. So I'm in my live and Call, I know him as Call, Gentle Brother, comes into my live and he tells me, my guy, we need to drop this. Can we stop this thing?
Yeah.
And I'm always ready for war. But if somebody presents peace, and this is the advice I give to my kids at all times,
yes,
be ready for war. But when somebody presents you with peace, accept the offer.
So I feel like, didn't you try to already end the thing?
So,
wait, let's take it to the beginning.
Yeah,
let's take it to the beginning first. How did it all start?
So there was a situation where kidnappings of kids was quite becoming a thing in Cape Town.
Yes.
Right? And somebody made a video where they were videoing a white Toyota Taz across the road. And there were people sitting in the Taz. And the commentary on the video related to Darcy kidnappers. There's the kidnappers.
Yes.
And I stitched that video. And I said, if that's the kidnappers, go and set them on fire. Why are you going to fuck around? You're going to videotape if you're so certain that the kidnappers is across your road, go out, go fuck them up, go set them on fire. Fucking just my luck. 2 days later, they catch a guy in Grassy Park and they set him on fire. Obviously unrelated.
Unrelated, yeah.
Turns out the guy they set on fire was in fact not a kidnapper. And Carl decided to comment on that and have me apologize
for saying that.
For saying that. And me being the person that I am, took the video off because I recognize that somebody lost their life. Not necessarily because of my video. In fact, chances are it wasn't my video.
It wasn't your video at all.
Anyway, and because we knew each other, I came online and I told him, bro, you want me to apologize? I apologize. That wasn't enough for him. And he went on a campaign where he started talking nonsense about me for a whole week.
A whole week?
Entire week, 5 days. And the lives consisted of experiences that he had with me while in my company. Things that were allegedly said, things that were discussed in confidence, blah, blah, blah. And after about 5 days, I had enough. So after 5 days, I started making my own videos.
Retaliating, of course.
Yeah, and that night it came to a head, if you want to call it that. And me and him had a very, very public. In fact, the afternoon already we started engaging with each other on WhatsApp. And both of us being from, let's say from the streets, it kind of escalated in the WhatsApp messages, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then it spilled over into social media. So I'm somebody that if you have information about me and you want to blackmail me with that information,
yes,
I will release the information. I'll take the power out of you and I'll cut myself. I'm that guy.
That's perfect.
So, yeah, 100%. So I released the voice notes that I sent him, and it gave people an insight about me that they didn't know. People tend to put you in a box, right? And I always make this example. Just because you don't see me make a video of me taking a shit,
doesn't mean
I don't shit.
Yeah.
But people tend to put that box. Like you maybe talk about God on a Monday, and Tuesday you maybe slip in a swear word, and people will be very easy to remind you, but you spoke about God yesterday. As if now that I spoke about God, I can't speak about anything else. And what people don't realize is that, stop putting social media people in a box.
Yeah, they think
we're
you should
humans.
Yeah,
100%. And I'm not one-faceted, And where was I?
You're talking about releasing the voice notes?
Yes, and that was the beef. I'm not sure if Call, Gentle Brother, will give a different version. But it escalated to when I was insulting his wife. It got bad because I got to the point where I thought, you know what, get into your car, come to my house.
And let's handle it. Right? Also keeping in mind that it's going to be difficult for me to explain to the cops if I get in my car and go to his house and then explain to the cop, how did you guys end up fighting? And I go, I got into my car and I went to him. So it was a bit of a trap. And I mean, I can admit it now. He didn't fall for it. In his defense, he didn't fall for it. But I threw some heavy insults his way to get him to come. To come to your house.
And it didn't work.
So what do you think would have happened if he came to your house?
I would have fucked him up. I would have fucked him up. I don't have a problem.
You don't have a problem with that?
No, I don't have a problem. You come to my house to come fight me, I'll fuck you up. Seriously, there was a challenge. While the beef was on, and full disclosure, me and Carl is cool. It's not an issue for me. But when I tried to reach out to him and do the beef to blessing things, I don't know if you...
Yes, I saw that, and that obviously made the...
he read...
What's the sound? How's the sound go? Because he made dirty, man. Because he made dirty.
So he read the beef to blessing things completely wrong. He thought I was calling him out. And he had a challenge to me to say, you want to do a boxing match? And I thought to myself, my guy, if I do a boxing match with you and I'm going to fuck you up, I've got a weight advantage. I've got a reach advantage.
Yes.
And I've got formal combat training. I did kung fu. I know my way around. I know, and I can take a punch, right? And I fuck you up. Then they just going to say all those things. He's got a reach advantage, a weight advantage, a height advantage. You took advantage of me. So you kind of just go, no, man. Let's leave this.
Yeah.
And I would say lucky. Carl joined my live in the week, and he requested for us to just put our hammers down. And because that is one of my core values, when somebody asks for peace, you don't respond with war. I accept it. But I can pick up that knife anytime.
Anytime, yeah. Do you feel like he will go back on his word?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope not, because my retaliation will be swift. My retaliation will be smart. And I don't think that people can really deal with my retaliation. It's just a fact. But with that said, it's not a challenge. It's not a call out. I'm happy that we sorted things.
Okay, perfect. But Carl was obviously one of the guys. But I see recently you've been having some beef on other beef.
Oh, on Facebook, I've got a bit of also a guy that's been trying to take me on for about 2 years. And I have been actively ignoring this guy.
Yes.
And that is I would say, my thesis when I say, when somebody is trying to bully you, ignoring them isn't always the best way to act. Sometimes you need to give them just their own medicine.
Yeah, what they'd like.
And I've actually been giving it to him for the last couple of weeks. And I haven't even turned it up. I've literally just been making the occasional meme. And yeah, hopefully we'll reach a resolution very soon. The ball is in fact in his court. So if he wants to reach a resolution, I have my terms. And again, if a guy wants peace, by all means, why would you reject it?
Yeah. So I see a lot of people on social media say stuff like, oh, Uncle C is a grown man. Why is he engaging in beef? He should just ignore it.
Oh, shit.
And how do you feel, and what's your message to people who say things like that?
I'm a human.
You're a human being?
I'm a human being. I'm a human being. I mean, people, and this is a problem that you have with social media, is that people climb on this moral soapbox when they climb into social media.
Yeah.
And they make it seem as if they are the saints. When in fact, how would you respond? I always ask somebody, like, have you ever had 158 messages coming your way? You can't hardly handle my videos that don't even address you directly.
Yeah. How
would you address somebody that's actually saying your name? Somebody that don't know you, that's not living your life. So yeah, don't get me wrong, it doesn't affect me. I know I'm strong enough within myself to also know that there's a social contract that I've signed.
Yes.
That if I'm out here, that I must expect a certain amount of backlash. But then you should also expect me to be fairly able to defend myself
when the backlash
if somebody
comes.
Come at me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not yours. Yes, you follow me, and yes, you comment and engage, but I don't belong to you.
To you.
You know, and that's what a lot of people get wrong. They think because you're in their phone, like perhaps if you were a subscriber.
So you're paying a fee every month.
If you pay that 115 rand a month, you would be able to inbox me and say, my guy, I would want you to talk about this, and I would by all means accommodate you. But nobody owns me.
No one owns you.
Yeah.
And another thing. That's another negative of social media. Do you feel like ever since you've stepped on social media, you get a lot more female attention despite having a wife? No.
I don't put out that vibes.
Oh, so you don't get any attention from women?
100% not. No. I don't. I think that men get attention according to the vibes they put out. 100%. I might have the occasional person that maybe want to try their luck, but I stop them at the hello. And that's part of my fundamentals. I will not give anybody the opportunity or the right to put my wife in a bad light.
Yes.
I'll slit your throat from ear to ear, metaphorically. So imagine a woman that feels, okay, I'm going to try my luck by Uncle Cedric. And I give her an opportunity to get past the hello. It's not a bad reflection on me. I'm exposing my wife. And I will be fucking, I don't know if I must allow that. So no, I don't get a lot of inbox messages, and I think it's because I don't. Maybe it's because I'm ugly. Maybe I'm not attractive, and this is the cuck I tell myself so I can sleep at night. Yeah. Cedric, no, you're this moral guy. Meanwhile, I look like a dog's bum. Maybe it's that. But I don't think I put that vibes out, man. Where women feel that they can have that in. To come say, hello, Uncle Cedric, How
are you doing?
Fuck that.
Perfect. On to the next topic. I wanted to ask you, I see you have a bit of pit bulls.
I do.
You have a few pit bulls. How do you think I know that? I know everything, no?
Yes.
Now, I
Tell
want
me
to...
what was my nickname in primary school?
Okay, hold
There
on.
we go.
Hold on.
There we
hold
go. You're
on.
not Nodwa. You're
Hold
definitely not Nodwa. But yeah, I do have. I've got 3 pit bulls.
Yeah?
I love dogs. I'm a dog lover, and I think I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again.
Yes.
The first pit bull I have, his name is Mason. I got him with a house.
So they sold the house with
So I, you know,
Where do you stay, by the
cramp
way?
in my stomach from sitting so. It was a old man. I'm old. Let me move this mic. Okay, there we go. Stomach is cramping.
Yeah, big boys, no?
Anyway, so when I bought the house, the old people that sold the house to us, it was about 10 years ago.
Where do you stay, by the way?
I'm in Kraaifontein.
Kraaifontein, okay.
I'm in Peerless Park East.
Okay.
I'm in Peerless Park East, the white side, where the white people used to live. So don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I've made it, mommy. But anyway, so when I bought the house, the old people that moved out, they were downscaling. And they ended up giving their dog to me.
Yes.
So we got a full package. We got a house, we got a dog. And then the second one was a rescue. And they've now had puppies. And the third one is that's how I ended up with 3. But
It's the product of the 2.
yes, but I'm definitely a dog fan. I wasn't initially a pit bull fan.
Why?
If I have a preference, I would say bull terrier.
But why wouldn't you go for pit bull then?
I don't have a reason. It's if I had a preference, it will be for I would enjoy a bull terrier.
Okay.
But I'm a dog person first, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Now I want to ask you, what do you think about the obviously it was trending on social media a while ago about them wanting to ban pit bulls?
Oh no, I don't think they'll ever be able to ban pit bulls. But the word pit bull is such a broad description of a dog breed that anything that looks like a pit bull is a pit bull. A Staffordshire Terrier, a American pit bull, a bully. So I know that they mean well. But I think that if you want to activate something like that, you'll have to do DNA on the dogs and all that.
Oh, to find out, yeah. It's too
labor-intensive,
complex, yeah.
However, I do think that dogs are the products of their owners just as much as children
Or the products
of their parents. There's my 2 children. That one is 6 years old. You haven't heard him.
Yeah.
He's not making a noise. He's not running around. That is because we raise him right. And that's what a lot of parents don't want to hear. You know, they're talking about if my child must sit still and be quiet, then I can't come. That is your fault.
I've heard parents say
100%, and that is why I'm controversial. That is why people don't like me. Because there's somebody watching this podcast now with a naughty child going, "Fuck you, Uncle Cedric."
How can you say
I don't give
that?
a fuck about your naughty child. I don't have a naughty child. It is what it is. And if that's what makes me controversial, then I'll be controversial. I don't give a fuck. You can't handle the truth. That's your thing. You and your naughty children.
So do you feel like it's justified? Not at all. You don't feel like it's
What do you
justified
mean?
at all? Like the pit bull banning.
I think that you just like firearms, and I'm an avid supporter of people owning firearms. I feel that with owning a firearm, which is potentially dangerous,
Yes.
there need to be responsible ownership.
Yes.
My kids know how to load a gun, make a gun safe, put on the
And
safety.
how old are they? 6 and?
17 and 13.
Jeez.
They fired AK-47s, they fired AR-15s. They know how to load those weapons, make those weapons safe. I don't have fears that my child's going to shoot themselves accidentally because I know that the potential of a firearm is dangerous.
Yes.
So education counteracts that. And I think they need to have the same approach with
Pit bulls.
With pit bulls, yeah.
It
So if
depends.
you have a dangerous breed, you need to show that you are competent. Yes, sisters.
It's crap.
A cramp, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
getting a cramp in my stomach because I'm old.
Next thing I want to ask you is about the car raffles.
Go raffles, go for it.
Yes. So what Uncle C basically does on TikTok is he puts out a car
Yeah.
and he allows people to buy tickets.
Yes.
How much are these tickets?
There was 150 at the time. I've got another one that I'm doing now for 100 Rand. It's a Golf Mark 1. The first one was a Nissan Sentra with a VVL engine in.
Yes.
This one is a stock standard Golf 1300 because I wanted to make the car a little bit more attainable.
Yes.
It was illegal though.
Why is it illegal?
So apparently, any raffle that is over 1,000 rand needs to be notified to and regulated by the National Lottery Commission. So in my doing of my raffle, I've learned that.
Yes.
And I'm actually in the process now on getting lottery approval so that I can run and manage that sort of things. So it was also a learning for me.
Yes, learning curve, yes.
But it was came through very successfully. I did it as a fundraiser for my oldest for his trip to Korea this year.
Yes.
I managed to raise the funds. I managed to give the car away, even though I had a lot of criticism. A lot of people didn't understand what I was trying to do.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't want me to do it because it meant that, I don't know, maybe I'm making a success of it and they don't want me to make a success of it.
So how did how much money did you raise?
So it was 150 rand a ticket. I sold 1,000 tickets.
Jeez.
It was 150,000 rand I made. The car I bought for 70. And I spent 20 on the car to make the car nice, repairs and stuff like that.
Yes.
And then the rest of the money all went into the school's account to pay for the trip.
True. That's actually a good money-making scheme, but now it's obviously illegal.
No, you can make yourself legal. I mean,
yes.
There's compliances that you can get so that it's not illegal.
But it's worth it though.
It's definitely worth it, but it requires a lot of discipline. Having other people's money in your bank account and not using it is something that a lot of people can't do. That is why at the end of the year you hear such a lot of stories of the hamper lady running away with the hamper money, because every month 20 people is paying 200 rand in her account, and now at the end of the year it's her responsibility to go and buy the groceries, and then it falls flat.
It falls flat, yeah.
Falls flat.
But yeah, I need to get into some raffling as well, since
we need to talk.
Yeah, we need to talk for sure.
We need to talk. I think if you keep it under, so my plan after this car is gonna be a bit more simple. I'll be raffling things like Samsung S23s. S23 is coming out now. Maybe a couple of iPhones, keeping it simple. I'm gonna be doing it much more for charity.
Yes.
For raising funds for charities. In fact, the car that I'm raffling now, all the money is going to charity. None of the money is going to me.
How much did you pay for it though?
For what is this?
The Golf.
Oh, for the Golf, the value of the Golf is about 30. So that get paid directly to the guy that owns the Golf. Shout out to Zugdi from Z-Works. He made the car available, and then the rest of the money goes to Haven Shelter in Woodlands.
Oh, perfect, bro. So he has a man with a big heart as well, bro.
I've been doing quite a bit of charity. Part of my Beef to Blessings initiative last year, where I was hoping to call out guys that I historically had beef with, to come and do some charity with me. Like Larry by Day is one of the guys. He didn't reply at all. Plasnar I called out. He didn't reply. Gentle Brother thought I wanted to fight him at the time. So none of the people participated. But we ended up doing quite a bit of good. We gave away, I think, 1,000 loaves of bread.
True.
We gave away some Kimbis and milk to Hannah's Place of Safety in Mitchell's Plain, and then Little Brinks. They also a NPO. We managed to give some clothes and some household items. So things went well. Went well. That's definitely something I want to continue with in the new year.
In the long run,
it kind of balances out the negativity that's out there, man.
Perfect. Well, Uncle C, thank you for coming on to the Kids Show.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, man.
And yeah, man. Hopefully, I see you soon again. We can go up on something else.
I'm always open. If it means that you're winning, then I'll definitely get involved.
Away vibes.